7 is having a team of the season sale up to 15% off if you do use my code Zayder at checkout. Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today another episode of the RTG, a kind of mini squad builder, not really, with some FUT Champs gameplay. We unlocked the Alexander Isak, we bought a new team of the season for my club, and I'm excited to play with this. We played with them on stream last night, link always down below on my Twitch if you guys want to come hang out, come check me out. Go ahead, I'm live every single weekend for champs. Please drop a like on this video. If we can get 51 likes, it would make me very happy, and I will keep uploading these as soon as I can for you guys. Now let's transition over here. Let's start off with the backline. We have Pope, Adama, Ake, Ruben Diaz, and then now I have Luke Shaw, who I'm playing off chem. We have Messi, R9, and then Rodri in the midfield. A lot of the same players from yesterday's squad builder, but the front line has completely changed. At left wing, I had to go back to Cucurella. At right wing, I bought this team of the season, Lucas Vasquez, which I'm super excited to try out, or I completed, I should say. Alexander Isak, I completed him in about under 2 hours. You guys will hear more about him in the gameplay. This is how the team does line up in game. I'm playing in a 3-5-2 with Luke Shaw, Ruben Diaz, and Ake in the back line. Cucurella and Lucas Vasquez are my wingbacks, with Adama at left DM, Rodri at right DM, Isak plays at left striker, and R9 at right strike with Messi right in behind. If you guys do want a custom tactics video, let me know in the comment section down below. I will drop a custom tactics video for this 3-5-2 with my instructions and all that stuff. And then also on the bench, I did have Ronaldo Sanchez, who I did sub on constantly for Adama at left DM to pair up with Rodri, and then I would sub on CR7 or David Neres for Isak if I had to during the game. Yeah, that is how the squad does look. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay, and then into the live gameplay we do go. So we're going to start out with some packs. We're going to start off by completing and claiming this Alexander Isaac. I'm going to be calling him Isak, and just giving my opinion on it, because I think Isak for me just sounds a little bit better. I feel like it's right. Not too sure if you guys know how it's actually said. Let me know in the comment section down below. But let me tell you guys how I complete these objectives so fast, okay? So the formation I play is a 4-3-1-2. I put press after possession loss. I play on like almost the max def. Once you go into a game, press down on the D-pad, press right, press left, constant pressure, overload ball side, get the ball back as soon as you can, try and score 1 or 2 goals. Your opponent should rage quit. If your opponent doesn't rage quit, it's getting like the 20th, even pushing the 30th minute. Even if you're up 1-0, 2-0 and they're not leaving, just leave and save yourself some time. Try and find someone that will rage quit once you go up 1-0, once you go up 2-0. It's kind of annoying for me, like I think about it myself, right? If I'm going into a game and I'm trying to get this objective done and I go down 1-0 in the first 10 minutes, I'm like, you know what, bro? Screw this, let me just leave. So that's kind of what the kind of people that I'm trying to find and that I'm trying to go for. So I'm kind of just, I don't want to call it toxic because it's not toxic, but at the same time, I'm trying to do my best to save my own time and save the other person's time by being like, okay, I won this game, you lost this game, just leave, let me get my win, and let me get my player. So that's how I can put an Isak so quick. I literally, the way I figured it out was, well, basically, I completed this objective in under 2 hours. So I think it was just under 2 hours. I think it was like 1 hour and 40 minutes to do all the games, all the objectives. It was pretty easy, pretty simple. I put together a pretty good team that could play in a 4-3-1-2, and it was all fine and dandy. So we're gonna get into the review type thing, FUT Champs live post gameplay commentary. Now, this weekend, I've played 6 games up to now. All right, we're gonna have 6 games in the background. This has been one of the weirdest weekends I think I have ever played, and the reason is, I think it's actually 7 games. I don't know why I said 5 games or 6 games. It's one of the weirder weekends I've played, because from game number 1, everyone is going super hard. Everyone is trying like never before, and it's crazy to me because I just have never experienced anything like this. I have gone extra time twice in my first 5 games, which is kind of crazy, and I come up against this guy. He scores an incredible, insane goal with Aguero somehow from like an impossible angle, which made absolutely no sense. And we go into the penalty shootout. I dive the right way for the final penalty that I needed to save to continue into the penalty shootout. I dive the right way with Pope, and Pope doesn't make the save, and I end up losing the game, and I lose my first game in the weekend league. Now, this kind of thing happened last weekend where I did lose my first. I think it was like I lost my 3rd game, and I went 4-1 after my first 5 instead of like the usual 5-0 that I usually try and get, which sucked. But I got to like 14-3 eventually last weekend, finished 20-7, so it kind of turned it around. But I just can't be strolling this early, man. Like, it's one of the most annoying things. But let's get out that all the way. We're here to talk about Isak. Now, I wanted to save the talk about Isak for the second game, man. This guy is actually pretty deadly. And let me tell you guys this. I compare him to someone like Sar, the right mid from Watford, his team of the season. the way I see it is, if you give him space, he will punish you. This guy has 5-star weak foot, man. He has the right foot, the left foot. How does he feel on the ball? He feels pretty solid on the ball. He actually feels pretty good on the ball. He doesn't feel great. I kind of do struggle to kind of make space for him. I feel like the player I'm playing against has to make the space for me. He has to back up off of him to kind of make him dangerous. One problem I do have with him, which is a very, very, very noticeable thing compared to someone like CR7, who's a very similar player to Isak, is that Isak doesn't make runs to score headers. He's 6'4" with high-low work rates and has incredible physical stats to be able to score headers, and he doesn't make the runs. I was on stream playing all these games, as you guys will see me on the bottom. He didn't make a single run into the box, and it was just frustrating the hell out of me because I had so many opportunities for Lucas Vazquez, I had so many opportunities for Cucurella to cross it in, and he just wouldn't go in, and I just don't know why. I don't know how to change that. I'm playing under 3-5-2, 4-3-1-2, whatever, and just trying to get him involved in the headers, but he just can't do that. Sometimes, though, what he can do is he can twist and turn. He has the 5-star weak foot. He kind of has a little bit of agility, a little bit of ball control to him, so he can kind of twist sometimes in the box with his back to goal. His strength is decent, but he's not an overpowered type player. And what I mean by that is, like, he's not someone like Neymar, he's not someone like Rashford, he's not someone like Mbappe. You know when you like scoop turn past someone or you fake shot past someone and try to get past them, and it kind of just glitches, like the game glitches and you're not actually supposed to get through, but you get through. Players like Rashford, Neymar, Mbappe have this trait that's just absolutely broken. Isak doesn't have that, and even when he has the strength and the aggression stats, he just doesn't do that, which is another downside, man. Like, he's at 6'4", it's like, even though his agility and balance is actually pretty decent in game, and I'm playing him with an engine, he still feels like he gets pushed off the ball sometimes, which is kind of weird. And this is all from experience from 6-7 games. This isn't from a full weekend league. So after this weekend league, if you guys have any questions, you guys can check me out on Twitch down below, and you guys can ask me what I think of him, because I will keep trying him over the weekend, bring him off the bench and all that stuff. But one thing I will say, don't try and pick up this card and expect to have an elite level striker, because that's not what he is. He's not going to be winning you games single-handedly, but he can score you goals. He does finish his chances, which is one thing, man. I don't think when I've gotten a clear chance to score, he has missed any, because he's actually a very, very, very good, solid finisher. But he's very, I don't want to say one-dimensional, but when he can offer the pace, when he can offer the shooting, when he can't offer the physical stats, and when he only kind of shines with the shooting, not really the pace or the physical stats, it's a big downside. Like, how can you have 94 pace with an engine, but you can't get in behind, you can't beat your man, and you don't make runs into the box for headers or anything like that? It's just a little bit disappointing to me. But would I recommend this card? Would I say go and invest your time into doing this? I would say yes, because it might fit your playstyle. You might figure out how to play with him, and at the same time, if you don't like him, you can just put him into an SBC. You can put him into fodder, whatever you want. You can call him fodder. I don't really care. But I do think that this is worth your time. Now, the William Carvalho card, which is another card that's also out for La Liga, I don't think that card's as good as I thought it was going to be from the face card stats. Now, this Isak, I have played with him. Obviously, as you guys did see, I scored a lot of goals with him. I think I scored like 11 goals in about 6-7 games. I think even a little bit more than that. But I did some of them out at halftime sometimes. So it is what it is. Now, this game that I did play right here in the background right now with Salah and Son and Essien and all these guys, this was one of the more difficult games, and he didn't really shine. He didn't really do much for me, which is one of the things that made me realize that he's just not that guy. He's not an elite striker that's going to be like clutch for me. He's not going to be like that CR7 R9 type player, which is one of the downsides, one of the more disappointing things. So I do sometimes end up playing him from the start, and then I do something at a halftime for someone like Neres, someone like CR7, something like that, someone that can offer me a little bit more reliability and a little bit more versatility, and compared to someone with Isak. But overall, how I said, do I think you guys should go out and get him? I think you should. I think you should try him out, give him a shot. He might fit your playstyle, he might not. maybe you play with him in better gameplay than I did, because to be honest, the gameplay wasn't that great, it wasn't immaculate. So that may be another factor, but this is just my opinion, my first opinions in the first like 24 hours of using him. So you guys can let me know if you do like him or not in the comment section down below. I don't know how I conceded this last goal, by the way. It made me very annoyed. So I did end up like just ending stream as soon as I conceded that goal. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, man. I'm hoping to get a new camera soon. I can literally just go to Best Buy and buy one if I really wanted to, but I kind of just want to prove to myself that I deserve buying a new camera and spending that much money. So I'm just making videos with this camera, pumping out content, and hopefully in the next week or so I will have my new camera, because I am kind of done having this quality, which is grainy and ugly and all that stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next video. Have this day.